What's up, guys? Here is the long-awaited ab routine and then some general tips for you on working your abs and kind of getting those better. A lot of people, there's so many different theories on ab work. Do you do them 3 times a week, 5 times a week? Do you do them every day? Do you do them once a week? Do you not do them at all? And you do need to work your abs, okay? That's definitely essential. But what you need to understand about ab training is you will not see your abs until you're under a certain percent of body fat, okay? The less body fat that you have, obviously the more your abs are going to show. So if you're trying to work your abs to get a six-pack, you're doing it wrong, okay? The phrase abs are made in the kitchen is about 75 to 85% true, I would say, okay? And the reason I say that is because most of the way that your abs look is genetics and how you eat, okay, is all about your diet. Now, obviously, you can strengthen them, you can make them real deep, and where you see those real deep cuts in guys' abs, it's because they've worked them a long time, so they have, it's the same thing with any other muscle, you know, if you work them and you contract them and you make them bigger and stronger, they're going to be more defined when you cut down the fat. That's just the way that abs are. It's the problem with it is people think that if I work out and do abs 5 times a week, then I'm going to have a six-pack. It doesn't work that way. You can do abs every day. You can do abs never. It doesn't matter. If you eat like crap and your diet's terrible and you have a high body fat percentage, you're never going to see your abs. I don't care how much you work them. It's just not going to happen. So what you're seeing in the background is one example of my my ab routine, and again, I train them just like every other body part, okay? I don't treat them any different than anything else, and normally when I step on stage I have a pretty good ab set going on, okay? In this picture I'm still at about 215 pounds, so I'm not anywhere close to show ready. I'm probably about 25 pounds, 20 pounds from show ready, so quite a bit of fat to come off still. But the biggest thing that you'll see is I use volume, but I'm still going for the same number of reps. So I do increase the weight. Some people say you should go really heavy for abs. Some people say you shouldn't use weight at all and just go insane amounts of volume. What I found works best for me is to keep everything consistent. So I go 20 to 25 reps per set. I do 4 sets, 5 sets, and then I switch exercises. And I do that once a week, and it seems to yield pretty good results when it's time to actually show up to my show. So I normally start with obliques. As you can see, my first exercise was the crunch with the twist, and then I do these where I do the side oblique crunch with the dumbbells. And again, I'm using weight because I'm trying to really squeeze that and contract it. And I feel these a lot. Those are one of my favorite abdominals. And then I normally typically try to go straight into a lower ab exercise because those are the hardest ones to work. And those are the ones that I feel are the weakest points on most people's physique are always their lower abs. So I try to really work those first. So again, with these leg lifts, what you're really trying to do is it's all about your knees. Now, the straighter you can keep your legs, it adds more pressure, but you want to try to drive your knees up into your chest because what you're doing is that way your pelvis is contracting into your rib cage and you're getting that contraction in the core. And that's what you're going for whenever you're doing abs, is you're trying to contract your core. So you always need to be thinking about the muscle that you're working, especially with abs. Now, the trick to working abs here, guys, is, again, you want to be contracting your abs. You don't just want to be doing crunches or thinking of anything else. You want to be really working on that contraction, really trying to keep it tight. The problem with abs is because your core is always engaged. When you're walking, sitting, standing, moving, anything that you're doing, your core is engaged. It's what keeps you upright. So in order to actually fatigue your core, you really do need to do a little bit of volume. At least that's my opinion. And you need to make sure that you're contracting and really working the abs in every angle that you can because, again, you want to fatigue the muscle. And because they're always engaged, it does become a little difficult to sometimes fatigue the muscle. But I wanted to bring you guys a quick ab routine, some tips and tricks that I've learned that have really helped me develop my abdominals. I hope this helps. Thank you for watching, and as always, we will see you in the next one.